Baylan Skoll and Shin Hati are both really cool characters from the Ahsoka series, but also a great auto pair in ARH8. And this morning, I want to do a deck build with these characters. A huge shout out to our channel members for supporting what we do here. If you want to get involved with the channel and the Dice Commando community, please consider joining as a channel member. Remember, these videos are only possible with your support. You can show that support with a like, a subscribe, and by leaving us a comment and sharing your feedback. Community first, and go Commando. Hey there, my Star Wars Destiny friends. Welcome back to Dice Commando and the Commando Cast, and thank you so much for tuning in here on your Destiny Friday as we are looking at these two baddies right here, Baylan and Shin, and doing a deck build with the two of these. So they came out, we also, I believe, did the premiere on this channel as well, but and again, another very early auto pairing. And let's be honest, they're pretty cool, right? Baylan is a beast, right? So 14-18 for 14, but he has resilience, which means that you can only remove one die at a time, which is pretty hot. He also has a topside 3, which is very relevant for gonk, 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 right? So 3 melee, 2 focus, 2 shield, a resource, a blank. After resolve this die showing damage, turn an opponent's character die to any side, and then a power action, resolve this die, then roll this die into your pool and resolve it. If able, decreasing its value by 1. Otherwise, remove it. He's a beast, and he's above that 17 mark, which means there's some very interesting cards we can play on him or play with him as well. Then we have Shin. So Shin is just an apprentice. By the way, it is relevant, I want to point out, that Baylan has the Jedi keyword, which is pretty cool. Okay, now let's go over to Shin. I actually really like Shin, right? First off, pretty cool character. Seems a little cray-cray, but hey, that's all good, right? But she's really good with her ship. So she is, 1 melee, 2 melee resource, special. Okay, that's kind of in line with, not like an 8-11. I mean, she is 8-11, so that's fine. But the special, give a character 1 shield or deal indirect to an opponent equal to the number of dice in any pool showing a value of 0. Blanks and specials, right? 9 health, by the way, on an 8-11, which is pretty decent. Then we go over to her ship. That's right, the Fiend Fighter. So after it's piloted by Shin, you may turn a character die to a side showing a value of 0. Autofocus just by activating Shin, piloting this, then this coming in, and then flipping a die to a value of 0. That is crazy. So you bet your bottom dollar we are playing 2 of these babies in this deck. And speaking of the deck, let's go ahead right on over and jump into my build out. I actually think this deck's pretty freaking sweet. All right, so we are on Palace of the Jedi because, hey, why not? We've got a sub-Jedi theme going on here with Baylan, right? So you got to love that. So it itself has 2 specials, by the way, which is not irrelevant, okay? So we are also running Waiting Fate. It was meant to go with them. It's in there. It also fits really well. There's really no other major option that I see. So that's what we're on. All right, so I am running 3 Ataru Mastery. So this does not, you know me, I love redeploys, but it's an ability, and it's a crazy good ability with shields. Also has specials, right? Works here. We are running the Bygone Lightsaber. So it's a 3 for 1, and then a 2 shield with an indirect. That's not super great, but remember, this is a cost 2 lightsaber to be able to threaten 3, and it's also a topside gonk, gonk 3. Okay. We have 2 copies, of Dark Devastation. Specials, again, deal 2 damage to a character, then turn a character upgrade to a side showing a blank, or if you have more dice in your pool than an opponent has in theirs, turn it to any side instead. I am playing 2 copies of the Mando Executioner Vibro Axe. Do keep in mind that is only playable on Baylan, but it's really good. And then the Killian Lightsaber. I freaking love this card, so that was a windmill slam for me. Moving over to the supports, we have Force Concealment. So that's a lot of supports, right? I don't usually have non-support decks with this many, but Force Concealment, after you turn or remove an opponent's die, which is kind of what you're doing here, place 1 resource. Action, discard the support to play a blue ability or blue event, decreasing its cost by the number of resources up to a maximum of 3. So, yes, I like the redeploys. This seems to work really, really, really well in getting those blue abilities out. One earlier version of the deck I had some of the big blue abilities, but on my test draws, it was just they were coming up too early, and I ended up using them for rerolls, and then Force Concealments were not as useful. So that's where I ended up there. And then 2 Gonk Gonks, 2 Fiend Fighters. Moving into the events, 14 of them, 1 copy of Agility. This ambush, turn 1 of your dice to side showing a blank to turn an opponent's die to any side. 2 Balance the Force, 2 Blue Milk, 2 Contentious Opportunity. freaking really good with Baylan and resilience and getting so good. Okay, Dark Forces, exploit weakness, 1 Fury, and 2 Grow Beyond. So I ended up on 1 Fury just in case Baylan goes down, because I think generally he's going to be... I mean, there's an argument to going for Shin and like doing the whole thing. She's easier to kill, but then you got to face Baylan the whole time, and there's abilities. So I think they should go for Baylan here, but we'll see. So anyway, that is the deck. I think this one's really cool. This pair is really good, and Baylan is a freaking beast, as I mentioned. So have fun with this one. Link is below. Enjoy your Destiny Friday, and go Commando.